So there's one too many things that I would love to put into perspective, is especially for those who have interest in learning and educating themselves. And these are misconceptions specifically about the LGBTIQA plus community. There's a lot of myths and misconceptions in that regard, and a lot of people don't know or understand the terms, which I feel and believe that it's the first point of departure. A very fundamental one at that, that is crucial for one to learn and understand before they can be able to understand the very intricate and complex information that lives within the queer community, because it can get very tricky. It can get very tricky, and if you are not one person who likes to educate themselves or maybe do research about these things, you will never really know or understand everything that is found basically in the queer community. There's a lot of labels, there's a lot of titles, there's a lot of terms that are very rather interesting, that you need to learn first. And I'm talking terms like gender dysphoria, terms like your intersex, terms like your pansexuals, transgender, and so forth and so on. There's a lot. So if you want to really understand the culture, or you want to really understand the community in its deepest roots, then I think this is your first point of departure to be able to gauge, so that you may not fall under, so that you may be able to understand as well, especially if you call yourself an ally. These are things that you really need to know, because you need to be able to speak about these things, especially in our absence, because that's what being an ally is about. And as a queer activist, I believe this is my duty to be able to educate you guys about all of these things. So if you have any questions about this type of things, or everything specifically that concerns queer community, I am more than willing to answer all of those questions and put you into perspective. But also, your approach is much more vital. It's of vital importance. You need to be able to have an approach, so that I can be able to answer your question as respectfully and as politely and humbly as I can possibly do so. So please keep those questions coming, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all of those things that you need to do. From me, Casey, your boy.